Alright, we've been hearing rumours over the last couple of days about the proposed Joshua card, right? I'm going to say Joshua card because I reckon the front runner is Daniel Dubois, but they haven't kind of let any hints about that. But you would imagine Dubois is the front runner for September the 21st at Wembley Stadium. Now, we've seen some reports of fights that could potentially happen, names thrown out there, etc., etc. Well, Eddie Hearn, in a recent IFL interview, has confirmed that Naoya Inoue, unfortunately, will not be on this show. But he said, and I quote, "If things go the way we were all planning, at the moment, it'll be the best card the country has ever seen." Now, the interesting thing is, when I look at the proposed fight, the proposed names, right? It seems as though Ben Shalom, I know, amazing, isn't it? He's finally got some of his fighters and one of his fights on a Saudi show. I know, amazing. Miracles really do happen. Never would have thought it. I will tell you what the proposed, but some of the names and proposed fights as well. So, two names that are reported to be on this card are Jay Opataya, against whom we don't know. I've heard rumours that it could be the winner of Bill Smith Reactpor. They're fighting this weekend. 3 months, yeah, you probably could swing it. Depends how brutal the fight is. I mean, if you have to take into consideration if a cut or anything like that happens, and Turkey Al Sheikh seems to be one for getting these guys active. You know, someone like a Jay Pataya, he was on the Fury Ngannou show. Yeah, he was on that. Or was he? Yeah, he was on that one. And then he fought straight away in the Day of Reckoning. That's all well and good if you're getting rid of the... Oh, no, sorry, he wasn't on the Fury Ngannou card. He was on a show in the OVO, on just a normal DAZN show. But they can be active if they're getting, you know, rid of the guys like Jordan Thompson and the guys like, what was the name, Elazar out of there pretty quick. If you're in a tough fight with Reactpor Billum Smith, if that is the plan, may very well be, you might not get out in 3 months' time. You might need a bit more time to recover before you can even spar again. So he's one of the names. Hamza Sheeraz. I have heard Eubank Jr. Yeah, Chris Eubank Jr. linked with Hamza Sheeraz fight. I mean, honestly, like I would make Hamza Sheeraz firm favourite in that fight. But what the hell is Eubank Jr. doing? He beat Liam Smith nearly a year ago, and he's done nothing since then. He's not with Sauerland. He's not with any promoter. What the hell is he doing? Like, honestly, what is he doing? He's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. I suspect he was hoping to see with that Conor Benn fight come about. Clearly it's not gonna. And Hamza, we probably get the same amount of money, to be fair, fighting on a Saudi show in the UK. But Hamza Sheeraz, I mean, I wouldn't be giving him a prayer in that fight. In fact, I wouldn't give him a sniff. I really wouldn't. Joshua Buatsi versus Willie Hutchinson. Do you know what? Willie Hutchinson really impressed me against Craig Richards. He did a better job on Craig Richards than Joshua Buatsi. It seems to me as though this Yard Buatsi fight ain't gonna happen. And Anthony Yard, again, you know, he's talking about, just to go with the Anthony Yard thing, he's talking about, you know, the contract with Queensberry has expired. You know, oh, that's brilliant, yeah. But Buatsi's probably going to be fighting on this show against Willie Hutchinson. You could have fought on the 5v5 Queensberry. You've got no now promoter who is going to be really rushing to bid for you because, you know, all these guys seem to be intertwined. So really, like, you know, what are you going to do? And yeah, you're kind of in the wilderness now, and you're pushing 33 years old. You don't have a major promoter behind you, and yeah, there you go. You know, no crack of a world title fight anytime soon. Yeah, well done. Honestly, like, I rate Anthony Yard highly, but yeah, well done. Really good work there. Buatsi against Hutchinson. I like that fight. I really, really do. Buatsi, I've always looked at and thought, okay, you're very, very good. Not the same for Willie Hutchinson, but he was really impressive against Richards, so that definitely one to watch. And then finally, and this is a great fight, like, obviously we know the first fight was brilliant, Wadley versus Clark 2. And that would be, obviously Buatsi is a boxer fighter, and Wadley and Clark are, well, Wadley I think is kind of busy with boxer, but he's kind of can do what he likes, and obviously Clark is with boxer. That'd be a great fight. The first fight was brilliant. They were talking about doing the second fight on pay-per-view on a standalone show. I was like, now hold up. As good as the first fight was, it ain't pay-per-view. But on this show, I mean, it's not a main event, but that's how good the show is. So yeah, a really, really good card. And again, these are just some of the names that are reported. Eddie Hearn, he knows probably more than I do, so God only knows what's going on behind the scenes. Or seriously, God only knows. But let's say we got Joshua Dubois, let's just say we got Hamza Shearers against, hypothetically, let's say Eubank Jr., Jaya Pataya versus the winner of Reactport, Spillum Smith, Boatsi Hutchinson and Wadley Clark. I mean, Jesus, people, that is insane. That's insane. That's insanity right there. That card. That is one of the best cards. That's probably the best card in the UK I've probably ever seen in the UK. Honestly, like, I mean, you have, again, Boatsi Hutchinson, easy a main event. Boxer, Fabio Wadley Clark, easily a main event. Daniel Dubois, Joshua, pay-per-view. Opataya versus Billum Smith or Reactport, if it happens, easily a main event. Shearers versus Eubank Jr., easily a main event on any of these shows. They could probably maybe try and swing that as a pay-per-view. I wouldn't, but maybe. They're all on the same card, if reports are to be confirmed or believed. That's insanity, honestly. It's just, when you look at some of these cards that we're getting, you bear in mind we're getting a brilliant card on August the 3rd in America. We potentially got this. We've got Beterbiev Bivol in October. Potentially got a November card. We don't really know what's going to happen there, but it's potentially talk of one there. And then we have Fury Usyk. I mean, we've literally, like, it's insanity. It's amazing. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Honestly, I think it's incredible. All these, and if you think about it like that, right? You've got 3 promoters working on that card. You've got Fighters from Boxer, you've got Fighters from Matchroom, and you've got Fighters from Queensbury. There you go. It's brilliant to see. I never thought I'd see I keep saying it, but it's just true. If you had came to me 4 or 5 years ago and you said to me that this is going to be a card where you're going to potentially have these types of names, not even that, if you had said to me we're going to see a Matchroom versus Queensbury 5v5 show, if you had said to me that the Day of Reckoning show, which I thought was brilliant, would be, you know, a card that we'd see, I'd be like, no, you're never going to see, and even if you could, they're going to demand such high purses, you're never going to get it. And we're getting it now fairly regularly. It's crazy. It's brilliant. And it's another reason people are saying, like, you know, you're seeing all these MMA guys and they're starting to cover boxing now because boxing is just bringing these massive fights in. It's brilliant. So I think that boxing is benefiting from it and everyone is benefiting from it. It really is. It's brilliant. So yeah, really happy to see this. And yeah, if it's true, I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it? That's absolutely brilliant. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. For now, I'll leave it there. Peace.